Hi guys, this is our lesson 7 and today we'll talk about an interesting topic, how you can convert your expenses into your income. That sounds interesting, right? So let's get into it. The very first thing we'll understand how the money is working in the banking system to explain how we can convert expenses into your income. So over here, we are the people basically deposit our money into the bank in terms of savings account or CDs or bond or whatever you say, and basically getting a 1 to whatever, let's say 3% interest. And then as soon as we deposit this money into the bank, they are in serious problem. Now, what's their problem? Their problem is they need to pay you this money back with those interest. In addition to their management salary and all of those, they need to give you additional money. So that's their huge liability and expenses. Think about this: how they are basically converting this expense into their income. They are basically lending this money to someone over here with higher interest, probably for 7 to 10% as a mortgage or personal loan or business loan or whatever format. And someone over here is getting this money and thinking about, oh, okay, now I get a lot of the money from bank, what I can do. He is basically solving a problem, whatever the problem is. It may be a business, it may be an idea, or it's a problem of the society he is basically solving, and he is getting a huge return from here. His return is usually a lot higher than the 7 to 10%, and that's how basically he is getting benefited and providing value to this society and returning the money as payment. Now, important point over here is he is basically doing almost no work. He is basically utilizing the bank's money or these people's money to solve a problem and helping the society. Over here, the reason people deposit into the banking system for their money is because they want a security. They trust the banking system. And over here, this person, he is basically taking this money from this bank and he is looking for freedom. That's why he is not working and he is solving a problem and returning value to the society. That's how basically this person is making money. If we understand this one, now let's think about a mortgage. What happens in a mortgage? We take mortgage and we have all of the monthly expenses in terms of the payments. Someone over here thinking like, okay, I can rent this property, and then in my previous video I showed you how someone can rent this property, get a mortgage, and pay no money from his pocket and get an infinite return. So that's how basically this person is making money. He can rent or he can do vacation rental, meaning short-term rental like a hotel. Over here, some of the businesses like Airbnb, Barbo, they are basically solving the problem for short-term rental and utilizing those people's properties, and guests are staying in their property. They both parties are getting benefited. Someone over here, get his cars. Now he get his car, he has a monthly payment, let's say about $500 or $400, whatever it is. I'm just talking about economic cars just for calculation simplicity. Now, based on when he does not use this car, he can basically share his car in some apps, car sharing apps like Sixt or Turo or Get Around, and can get about 800 to 1600 depending on what time he's sharing, how he's sharing, and then what the fee this person is paying. Now you see this car payment or expense can be converted into income. So if this car payment is about $500 per month, then he is getting if he get on average like $1,000 per month, then he is making 500, meaning after using this car he is making in addition 500 after paying his payment. Now we very clearly see over here this expense was converted into income. Over here the expense of bank was converted into income. Over here the expense monthly was converted into income. Now if we look very closely over here, this bank system, Uber or Airbnb or Turo for car sharing, what they're basically doing, in a short answer, they are basically solving a problem. What problem bank is solving? Bank is basically solving these people's problem. These people's problem is they need security. They need some trust. Over here, this guy's problem, because this guy needs money for his business or idea, because this guy is an entrepreneur or some. Over here, the same Airbnb or Barbo or whatever the process is, they are solving a problem for the guests who do not have a place to stay, or when hotel do not have enough rooms or accommodations. Over here, this guy like Turo or Get Around, they are solving a problem when there is a rental car shortage. Now, I'm not saying like we all are too genius and will be a banking system, will develop a system like Turo or Airbnb. What we can do, we can easily utilize their systems, right? So we can utilize their system, make money from it. Example, if we cannot make a system like Turo, we can utilize their system and make about $800 to $1,600 per month from our car. If you can make a better system, that's excellent. But if we cannot, at least we can utilize their system and get our expenses converted into income. And you see how those expenses are converted into this income. Now you may say, well, we have lots of other expenses. How can we convert all those into income? Well, most of the expenses can be deducted for tax purposes. Most of the expenses, if properly documented, can be deducted and get a tax benefit. Talk to your CPA and they will answer this question. Ask like, hey, I went to, example, Orlando, and I had $100 expense for car rental, $50 expense for foods, and then $200 expense for hotel. How I can deduct this and get a tax benefit? Your CPA will provide this answer better than I do. If you are interested in learning more such videos, do help me with share or like, and I will really appreciate it.